Hi everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood hanger hobbit here, and welcome to Old Harry's Premium Bird Buying Guide, this time for Great Britain, Japan, and Italy. Why that combo? 'Cause hey, the sale's on! And yeah, sorry if this one's a little more rushed and crude than the other one, but you know what? Sale's on! Harry's gotta buy new toys! Look at my GE, that was 12,700 like 5 seconds ago, and I still got more stuff to get. Yeah, and I also got my free year of premium, which brings me up to, 509 days, 'cause, yeah, Harry hates grinding. Who likes grinding? Grinding sucks. Yeah, forget that grinding. Pewey, nasty old grinding. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? First up, Tux Gladiator Mark II. No. I got it ages ago, back when gladiators were actually only in the British tree. Now, good Lord, how many gladiators are we up to now? The Swedes got one. Chinese get one. Everybody's got gladiators. And, I mean, it's not a bad bird. It's just common as dirt these days. 125 GE. Yeah. I think there's better birds you can spend your money on. Like this lovely little thing, the Whirlaway. Oh, I absolutely love this thing. Good Lord, it gets a surprisingly good bomb load for its BR. And what most people don't freaking think about is this thing actually makes a pretty damn good fighter. I kid you not. This thing can turn a lot better than it should. And that back gunner plus those two Vickers in the front, yeah, this thing can do a surprising amount of work. And at just 240 GE, I've had way more fun in it than that. Yeah, this one I would say is a very good, solid buy. Just a damn fun bird to fly. Oh, and this bruiser, the Havoc Mark I. Yeah, or as me and Joe like to call it, what we like to bully with. Because, yeah, if you're having a bad day and you just want to be an absolute bastard and just bully the living crap out of people, yeah, break out the Havoc Mark I. 2,000 rounds of beautiful British 303 with the good belts. And the bomb loads, who cares about the bomb load? You're being a bully. Yeah, you go around, you smack condors, you shoot freaking guys with your back gunner. You laugh hysterically. This thing is absolute fun. And in its BR, it's a total monster. You'd be surprised how many times this thing sees down tiers. And yeah, against biplanes, 109Bs, CR32. Oh, no, you're just a bully. Yes, you are. But good Lord, is it fun. Yeah, well worth that 200 GE. Now, speaking of being a bully, say hello to the Hudson Mark V, the bird that will get you cursed at by so many people. Yeah, I even had a freaking Stuka purposely ram me while calling me a pay-to-win bastard. Yeah, guess what? Hudson didn't care. Yeah, completely trashed the Stuka. Yeah, all he did was take out one motor. Yeah, I had no problem getting back to base. Yeah, this thing, more than a little tanky. If you saw my recent video on it, yeah, this thing can take abuse like you would not believe. Yeah, it only gets half the rounds of the Havoc, but look at that Bolt and Paul Defiant turret in the back. That right there is your ace in the hole. Oh, yes. Twin Brownings, with such a great arc of fire. And you got a belly gunner down there too, so yeah. Anything that gets on the tail of this, it's going to have a really bad day. And yeah, you can't use the rockets to kill bases anymore, but good Lord, does it make condors crap their frickin' pants. And at just 350 GE, yeah, this thing, it's just a sweetheart. Yeah, and since it's tier 2, you can if you get the bomber base, get a place on the team, number of crits. Yeah, there's a ton of things that this bird has no problem taking care of for you. All in all, heck yeah, just a great bird. This damn thing. Why did I ever buy this? Oh yeah, back in the day it was actually good. Today, no, it's not any good anymore. Back in the old days when we used to get the frickin' Norway map a lot, yeah, you could have some fun dropping torps with this thing. Not anymore. Look at that barrel rating, 3.0. You only get 620 rounds. Sure, you get a couple of the big rockets, but 620 rounds. It handles like a brick. The back gunner, no, you only get 400 rounds, and look at this tail. Look at that. Look at that big old fat blind spot. Yeah, anybody who's ever fought this thing is going to know exactly where to park where you can't do diddle dang squat. And at 500 GE, no. This is a no. This is no, very much a no. Instead, look at this. The beautiful Brit. Oh, good Lord, this thing. 6 beautiful Freedom launchers. Yeah, it doesn't have the greatest climb rate. So what? Just side climb a bit. It's totally fine. Once you get this baby wound up, oh, good Lord, does this thing kick some major booties. And it's only 575 GE. Yeah, this one is not hard to recommend. This thing, it's just delicious. Now, this one, I love it. I absolutely adore both the boomerangs. Yeah, if you saw my video with Joe, or if you saw my freaking recent video on the boomerangs, it can do a lot of work, but I will admit it's a bit of an acquired taste. Yeah, it's kind of like a cross between, say, a wildcat and kind of like a yak. It's got a really good turn rate for its BR. Look at the amount of ammo it gets. Good freaking grief, 4,000 rounds. Yeah, anybody who saw my recent A6M2 video saw, yeah. Joe was laughing like a madman as he just slaughtered everything and still had buttloads of ammo left over. Only thing you gotta watch out for is you can't ride the WEP all day like you could back in the old days. 'Cause this baby will overheat. But it's only 575 GE. It gets cannons. Yeah, I would say I love it. I absolutely adore it. This one, on the other hand, I don't see why there's a difference in the price. I really don't. This one is 660 GE. Look at the stats. It's the exact same bird. Only difference is one has a white tail. That's it. So yeah, while I got it because I absolutely adore the boomerangs, personally, I would say, yeah, you only need one boomerang. One boomerang's plenty of boomerangs. Yeah, I don't regret getting this though, because I still have way too much fun in this thing. But yeah, I don't know if you should really spend over 1,000 GE to get the pair. Nah, I would say, just get one. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Now, the tier 3 and 4 is going to be a little short because, yeah, there ain't a whole lot to talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in the ones that they often bring back because, yeah, they done said on the thing that they'll be bringing some back for GE. So, yeah, I might as well throw them in while I'm at it. Let's start with the Brit cat. Yeah, Joe just picked this up and he's having himself an absolute ball. Can't say I blame him. This thing is fun. And if you're a tanker, oh, good Lord, this thing gets bombs and rockets for days. Yeah, this bird is great if you want to be a casshole. But even if you just want to fly it in air, yeah, look at my recent Brit cat video. This thing can still kick the booties. Once you get this baby wound up, yeah, I quite adore it. Why the American one is only tier 2 and this one's tier 3? I don't know. I really don't. But I would say, yeah, for the money, 650 GE for a tier 3, yeah, it's a good buy. It's a good buy. Just don't expect to treat it like a Spitfire. It's not a Spitfire. It's not going to turn like a Spitfire. It's a boom and zoom. Stick with your boom and zooms. Keep her running hot. You will have yourself a blast. This damn thing. Oh, God, I have a love-hate relationship with this bastard. Oh, good Lord, this thing. It's got some of the most beautiful skins in the game, but God, grinding them out hurt. You only get 500 rounds of Spark Spanos. I don't know how many times I've killed myself to line up and just get a lol, spark lol, spark lol. Above about 4,000 meters, it just bleeds to death. Yeah, that Allison it has no power. And the rate of climb's not great. Its turns, not great. Fly the one in the American tree. If you absolutely adore the one in the American tree, I mean, you can go ahead and pick it up. But Jesus, 925 GE? Yeah. And I would say no. I would say skip it. Same thing with this bastard. Say hello to the Mustang's retarded cousin Cletus. The miserable broken 5. Yeah. Doesn't get combat flats. Turns like a brick. Gets fat as hell in a dive. And yeah, while you get a buttload of ammo in that Spark Spano, this thing wants to overheat so bad. I saw that counter-rotating prop and I thought, oh, it'll be like the Spitfire FR-47, which I adore. No, this is nothing like the Spitfire. This is nothing like a Thunderbolt. This is just, it's a Mustang with a busted carburetor. It's bad. No. If you're wanting to get you a tier 4, if they bring this puppy back, Darth Plagueis. Look at that climb rate. That's not an exaggeration either. This thing shoots up to space like you would not freaking believe. Oh, and you get rid of those 2 lousy 50s for 4 good old 7.7 Brownings. Yeah. Oh, I have kicked so much ass in this bird. It's just been a freaking little slice of heaven. That's why I ended up getting Darth Freedom when I got that 75% off. I was like, yeah, you can't have too much LF Mark 9s. No, they fly so bloody well. And the final one that often comes up because it's in the Weapons of Victory, the Pretendergast. Why did they even make this a You see that right there? That's for a camera. This is a reconnaissance bird. Why? Good God, why? Why did they make this? Look, you can even see the camera. Why? No, its climb rate is not as good as the LFs. You get the lousy 250 cals, which, trust me, British 50 cals, no, they're not like Freedom cals. These things are weak sauce. They are seriously weak sauce. Lazy lady. Yeah, loser lady, more like it. Yeah. This one, God, no. Only reason I got it was because it was in the Weapons of Victory pack and I wanted Daddy's Girl and the Ugly Duckling. I didn't want this. Yeah. I've flown this thing out maybe half a dozen times. It's not good. Why would you clip the wings on a spit? You're never going to roll with a Focke-Wulf anyway. It just kills the performance. Yeah. No. Just say no. Next up, we have Japan. Land of the rising sun. Bringing honor to Emperor. Starting with Hagiri's A5M4. God, no. Are you insane? No, this thing faces Chaikas and CW2OPs. Yeah, there's a reason why I haven't done a video on this one, even though I've had it for years. No, back in the day, it was a good starter. Now it just gets stuffed in a locker and gets its lunch money taken, even at 125 GE. No, just say no. Same thing with this. Yes, My recent video, I got a 6 kill running this thing, basically going kamikaze and being most honorable. That don't make it a good bird. First of all, you got MGFFs, which means above 250 meters. Yeah, you're not doing squat. Oh, and did I mention that the only really decent belt for this thing on the cannons is stealth? Yeah. Have fun trying to hit stuff with the drop rate on MGFFs using stealth belts. Yeah. God, no. Back in the day, when I got this thing back in like 2016, when it only faced biplanes, it was a good bird. Now, no, it faces freaking CW2OPs. It faces freaking Brit P40s. Yeah. 275 GE. Just. And yes, I bought the KI-27 Atsu. It was only 125 GE. I basically got it free because I got my GE through grinding out some golden battle wagers and exploiting the crap out of that stupid Build a BS event. But there's not really any difference between this and the one in the tree other than the paint job, which I do have to admit the paint job's quite pretty. I will be making a video on this because I quite enjoyed the KI-27 in the tree, so I'm sure I'll enjoy this one too. 125 GE. I would take this over the Hagiris. If you absolutely have to have a tier 1, I would say this is probably the best one of the bunch. But yeah, unless you got it for free like I did, I would say no. Go ahead and get you one of the nicer birds in tier 2. Now we move up to tier 2. The Kai-44 Atsu, the Putin Scoot. I absolutely adore this bird, but I'll admit it's an acquired taste. Yeah, look at those 40 millimeter cannons. Those things have a lower velocity than a KV2 derp round. So yeah, above 200 meters, you're not doing squat. That said, when you do connect with them, oh, holy moly, is it hilarious. Yeah, Catalinas just fold up like their freaking wings are just made out of paper. Yeah, the only thing I have seen survive a freaking poot from this thing is the honey badger. Yeah, even a honey badger, I managed to kill one with the poot by aiming strictly for the wing. But if you hit a freaking Sunderland in the center fuselage, honey badger don't care. Everything else, yeah, one poot is all it takes. I would strongly suggest you get the gun split though, because you're going to have to learn the lead on that 40 millimeter if you go for this baby. Because yeah, that's the key with this thing. 425 GE, I'd say if you've got the other birds, it's a good buy. Otherwise, yeah, there's nicer things in the tree. Same thing goes for this, the Kai-44-34, which I just picked up like 30 seconds ago. Yeah, 425 GE, just like the Putin Scoot. Only instead of the 40 mils, you got 2 of the whole 103 machine guns with 500 rounds and 2 of the pew-pews with 1,000. I'm going to have a blast with it because, yeah, I happen to love the Kai-44s, but honestly, I would say you definitely should have something like Japsair or the 109 Samurai before you should get either one of the Kai-44s, because yeah, they're just better birds. They just have more use. Speaking of which, this monster. Yeah, anybody who saw my recent run on this thing where I got 7 bloody kills knows that even with the rudder a little nerfed, yeah, this thing is a beast. It is an absolute freaking monster from hell. And at just 575 GE, yeah, you can be a real bully with this bad boy. Good Lord, decent climb, hellish in a dive. Very few things are going to outrun a Corsair. And oh Lord, 6 freedom launchers. Yeah, there ain't nothing else in the Japanese tree anywhere close to this BR's got this kind of firepower. This thing, yeah, it kicks some ass. But I'd be hard pressed to say whether you should get that over this. Oh, the 109 E7, the Samurai. Yeah, the Jap Serif's probably a little more forgiving. Oh, but once you get this bird down, it's a ballerina. This thing climbs like a homesick angel. It's got agility for days. Just have to remember, though, with the FFMs, the shells do explode at 600 meters, so I really wouldn't be firing them above like 354. But once you get the lead on those down, yeah, no problem. And you got 2,000 freaking rounds of pew-pews to back you up. And at just 500 GE, it's 75 GE cheaper than Jap's Air. So yeah, either one of those I would say would be the definite buys for tier 2. If you got the others, then sure, you can grab some of them for more funsies. But yeah, Jap's Air and 109 Samurai are definitely the two brightest shining lights for this tier. God, no. Let me just say right now, God, no. No, this is probably the worst combination you could get. You got whole 5s with 103s. So you got Sparky Guns mixed with Sparky Guns, which I've gotten 4 kills and I've even gotten an ace with it. That's not the problem. Look at the BR. 3.7. This thing, you will never see a 3.7. God, no. You will be constantly in 4.3 to 4.7. Where there are so many birds that just blow this thing's doors off. Good Lord, you'll be facing the frickin' 109. You'll be facing the frickin', the P51Cs. The frickin' P61s. Corsairs. Ow. Spitfire F Mark 9s. Oh. Yeah, damn near everything this thing faces above 4.0 will just kick the living dog crap out of it. And it overheats. God, you will constantly just be struggling, just be crying and trying to keep this engine from freaking melting. And at the price, 650 GE. Why? No, why? God, no. This thing really needs to be at 3.0. The guns are not very good. And the overheat problem, yeah, I would say definitely stay the hell away from this thing. Next up, we have the Kai 96. Like the Putin Scoot, I love it, but it's definitely an acquired taste. I'll warn you right now, that 37 millimeter, it's either going to one-shot everything or it's not going to do diddle. You get no in between with this thing. Yeah. But when it's working, when the great snail shines upon you, the amount of fun you will have when that 37 connects is so delicious. And it gets an air spawn. And look at that climb rate. Yeah. This thing will be above everything so very fast. You will be sitting there at 6K just bullying the bombers. But you have to be, like I said, you just got to watch the ping. And yeah, I would say this is not the most forgiving of birds. 800 GE, I would be hard pressed to recommend this over the Japawolf or the A7M. So yeah, this is strictly an acquired taste. This one I would say, try one of them with the 37 in the tree. See how it works for you. But personally, I happen to love it. But I can also be a glutton for punishment occasionally. But I just love the look of this thing. Isn't it pretty? But yeah, this one's an easy recommend. Yes, it overheats a little now. Yes, it compresses a bit. So what? Look at the frickin' guns. Look at all that DACA. Oh, such delicious DACA. And at 875 GE, it's only 75 more than the Kai 96. Yes. Oh, the guns on this thing are just so delicious. The roll rate's good. Yeah, I have had nothing but fun in Jappa Wolf. I have had nothing but a blast in it. Personally, I would say try one of the freaking Focke-Wulfs in the German tree. If you even slightly like it, yeah, this is a great grinder for freaking Japan. It kicks some serious butt. Oh, now we get to the beautiful Orange Blossom. Yes. Beautiful, blessed by Emperor. Awful damn expensive, though, at 1,095 GE, but I can kind of understand why. Look at that armament. Those 13 millimeters kick like a freight train. And the Mod 2 is not a bad cannon. You can split the guns on this thing and it will kick all kinds of booty. It's got a good climb rate, good dive, it's good in a turn. All in all, there's not really any real vices you can bring up about it. I mean, if you ride that wet for way too damn long, it will eventually overheat, but it's not hard to manage. And when you can go from those crappy little Japanese pew-pews to those hard-hitting 13 millimeters, yeah, I would probably say, yeah, even at the price, it kicks some serious butt. And here's another one I just picked up today. The Kai 61 High. Should you pick it up, though? Probably not. It's no different than the one in the tree. Still only has 10 meters. I just have a personal soft spot for the Kai 61s. First ever ace I ever got was in the USA Kai 61. This one gets 151s. So, yeah, I got it strictly as a collector. But at 875 GE, I personally would say pick up the Jappa Wolf. The Jappa Wolf will end up giving you a lot more fun than this. I just wanted it because I wanted it. I get to have new toys too, you know. Finally, we get to tier 4. The only reason I have this is because I got a 75% off coupon, and yeah, I still regret it. The problem is, number one, you got Type 99 Mod 1s put together with Mod 2s, which have horribly different drop rates, so trying to get all 4 cannons to hit at the same time is an exercise in futility. And the biggest problem with this bird is while it's a good climber, unfortunately they took away its frickin' air spawn. Gee, thanks a lot, Gaijin. Like it needed another nerf. The big problem is it compresses like a bitch. I mean, bad. Yeah, this is a bird that climbs up really, really good. You can't point your nose down. Because the second this thing gets over about 500 kilometers an hour, good luck pulling up out of that dive, sucker. Yeah, and at 1925 GE, no, no, this bird will make you frustrated. Personally, I would say if you have to have a freaking tier 4, A6 M5 Co will be going on sale for $750. Yeah, just $750. And you get 850 GE and 15 days of premium. And I have had so much fun in this thing. You get 250 rounds on the Mod 2s, 1,400 rounds on the Pew Pews. It freaking turns on a dime. Surprisingly good in a dive, and unlike a lot of Zeros, the A6 M5 Coast did have self-sealing fuel tanks, so this thing will put out quite a few fires where most of the Zeros won't. It actually surprised me, but yeah, this thing will actually put out fires. So yeah, if you wanted a tier 4 for Japan, I'd say, yeah, here's where your money needs to go. Finally, we get to Italy. Maybe I'll be able to get this out. Marcolin CR42 Falco. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with it. I've had the German one. I've got this one. I've had a blast with them. You just have to remember, it's got Italian pop guns. So, yeah. Some days, those guns will just kick royal booty. Other days, you'll be flying and throwing away bad pasta. So, yeah, not the most consistent bird, but it's only 125 GE. It's a biplane. It handles fun. It's a fun little bird to fly. So, yeah, if you got a little left over, I mean, it's not for grinding anyway. It's for goofing off in. So, yeah, if you got a little left over, yeah, it's not going to make you depressed for getting it. This, on the other hand, will definitely make you depressed. Yeah. The only way I can recommend this is, do you do the tonks? If you do the tonks, take a look. You get 2 rockets, you get a bomb. That's the only way I can recommend this, because, yeah, they have kind of nerfed this thing into the ground. Oh, it compresses. It compresses so bad now. Yeah, it hurts. You get this thing above about 525 G, you can even blow your flaps. You are not pulling up. You are just going to lawn dart. Which really makes me sad, because I've gotten aces in this thing before it got nerfed. I mean, good Lord, you got 2 MG151s with 350 rounds. You got 1,400 rounds of frickin' 7.92. Yeah, the platform's fine. It's just, yeah, Gaijin took it out back and just beat it to death with the frickin' Nerf bat. See, I even picked up the pretty little Luftwaffe skin because I was liking it so much. And then they had to just ruin it. Oh, 500 TE? No. Nope. Instead, I would say right here, Pasta Fire, the Spitfire Mark 5B Tropical. 120 rounds of, it sparks Spanos. Use the ground target belts. They'll work a lot better. Flight says Tracer. Yeah, I'd still say go with the ground target. 1,400 round to Hispanos. Good climb rate. Good turn. I've had so many ace matches in this thing. It is not funny. And at just 650 GE, it's a good bird. Yeah, I really cannot complain about that. And then, Mr. Quackers. Oh, look at Mr. Quackers. Who's a cute ducky? Who's a cute ducky? Yes, you are. Who don't love Mr. Quackers? Personally, I adore Mr. Quackers, but very few people are going to enjoy flying a duck as a heavy fighter. Me, I absolutely adore flying ducks as heavy fighters, but yeah, I know, again, it's an acquired taste. But if you want something for ground forces, yeah, you get that big old 30 millimeter 103 down there. Look at that sucker. Yeah, you get 100 rounds of that. You're going to make all kinds of freaking tonks cry. Personally, I like to just leave it off, though, and go hunting for freaking birds, just trolling with Mr. Quackers. But for the price, 680 GE, it's not a bad bird, especially if you want to do some ground pound. Definitely can't complain. I would say definitely, though, fly the duck in the regular tree. See if you can get into the ducky way of doing things. Can you quack happily in the meadow? If you enjoy quacking in the meadow, then maybe Mr. Quackers is for you. This thing. I love it, but good God, is it overpriced? Gaijin way overpriced it. 2,320 GE. I got it because it's the exact copy of the Romanian Vamp Bat, and at the time I was grinding the Italian tree, and it still kicks major ass. Gets the gun pods if you're one of those that has to have the gun pods. 23 meter per second climb. Yeah. But these days, I just think for 2,320 GE, there's probably birds that you would be better off. I would probably pick up like 2 or 3 of the tier 3s at less money and still have GE left over. And finally, that brings up this beautiful bird, Giuseppe. Bring him up here. They haven't said whether or not they're going to bring him back. I paid $15 for mine. Never regretted it. Not even once. I have done so many events by just beating the living crap out of guys with Giuseppe. It's not even funny. Yes, they raised the BR to 5.0. Don't care. It's still a monster. Great climb, 3.151s, good agility. If they bring this baby back at $15, I would say grab it any day of the week. This baby will get you through your jets and you will just have so much fun doing it. Pays good, climbs good, turns good. Yeah, this is an excellent pasta delivery vehicle. Well, I hope this helps you get your shopping on, just like I'm getting my shopping on. And I hope to see you up there in the clouds. Have a good one, y'all.